Hi again, it's Jill Goldman here with FixYourOwnPain.com. Today we're going to talk about the 6 important guidelines for doing your prescribed gentle movements or your stretches. When someone comes to me for a session, when I'm through with the session, I'll often give them gentle movements or stretches, which I really prefer not to call them, but gentle movements that they can do at home throughout the day to continue the relaxation of the muscles. And this is really important, especially if you have tight muscles that are used to being tight and need to learn how to relax again. So doing these gentle movements properly is very important. Guideline number 1. While you're there, listen carefully to the instructions, maybe even watch the therapist do the movement that they're having you do, and then make sure you try it yourself with the therapist watching so that you can know that you're doing it properly. I often give out pictures with the movement so that you can do it at home and have a visual cue. But if there's no picture available, jot down notes about how to do the movement for yourself so that you can remember what you did when you get back home. Guideline number 2. If you have questions about the movement, ask. Ask when you're there at the session, obviously, but if you get home and you've forgotten what you're supposed to do or you're not sure, you're having trouble with something, I always encourage my clients to call me or to email me and just ask. I'd rather have the question answered when you need it answered rather than wait until you come back again and now you've lost days or a week or more in between and not having done the movements that you were supposed to do. So ask. Guideline number 3. Do the gentle movements slowly. If you move too quickly, your muscles might go further than they really should and further than they're comfortable with, and you'll get into a range where you're pulling too hard and suddenly you're in pain and now you've just undone everything that you're trying to do. You've tightened up the muscles again when you're trying to relax them. So as you do the movements, go slowly and just see how far you can go comfortably. And actually, guideline number 4 is to do the stretches, do the gentle movements in a comfortable range of motion. You don't want to push it into a pain range. If you're pushing it into pain, you're not helping anything. You're actually making things tight and painful again, and that's what we're trying to undo. So when you're doing the gentle movements, do them gently. People have such a tendency to want to overdo all the time, and they think that more is better and pushing harder is better, and it's just not the case with these kinds of gentle movements where you're trying to retrain your muscles to relax. So go gently. Guideline number 5. Do the movements frequently through the day. It's helpful if you can do them every hour or hour and a half through the day so that you're taking breaks from whatever activity you're doing and giving your muscles a chance to relax again. And by doing the movements, you're reminding your muscles like, hey, I can do this, and it feels good to do it. And then it just becomes even better. And lastly, guideline number 6, don't do too many repetitions of the movements. It's important to do them frequently, but you don't have to do 10 or 15 reps. Just 2 or 3 is what I usually advise. So if you're doing some gentle head rotations, let's say you're going slowly, comfortably to one side and to the other, and you may have other instructions that you've been given as to how to do this properly. I'm just doing the basic movement. Just 2 or 3 times, see where it goes comfortably, and that's it. You want to be able to get it fitted into your schedule when you're taking breaks and doing the movements, and you don't need to do 10 or 15. That just takes too long and it's unnecessary. So you're just reminding the muscles to relax again and reminding them that they can move comfortably. And that's it. Those are our 6 guidelines for doing your prescribed gentle movements. I hope you liked this video, and I'll see you again very soon. Thanks again. Bye-bye.